Maybe you don't know much about the Bible. Maybe you have a lot of knowledge about the Bible. What I find as an adult is sometimes there are gaps in my knowledge. I might know some things, but other things I'm not so clear on. This first core group is designed to help you find that baseline. For all of us to find that baseline so that we can talk to each other in the same language. My hope is that no matter what level you are, that you might learn something, and hopefully you will find a group that you can be a part of and maybe learn from each other. What we're going to do today is, or in this session I should say, is cover 4 things. We're going to learn how the Bible is structured, because it is structured a little bit differently than most books that we are familiar with. We're going to learn how to look up a passage. We're also going to learn about the various Bible translations. There are a lot of different Bible translations out there. If you don't know what a translation is, that's fine. We will cover that as well. And finally, we will take a look at different methods of reading the Bible. I believe that one of the reasons why people find reading the Bible difficult is because they only know one way of reading. And there are other approaches we can take as we come to read the Bible. All right, well, let's first look at how the Bible is structured. All right, I'm back. I got a Bible. I got a big Bible. This is not usually the Bible I use, but it is a good Bible. It's called the NIV Study Bible. And if that means nothing to you, that's fine. We'll figure it out as we go along. But if you open up any Bible, you will find that there are words at the top, usually in bold, at the top of the page. There's text throughout. And if you look at the beginning, especially at the table of contents, so just take some time. You can pause this if you need to, and take a look at the table of contents. For mine, it's right here. And it lists all the different books in the Bible and what page you can find them on. One of the things that I think is helpful is to recognize that the Bible is like a library. This is not just one book, but it is a book of books. If you look at the table of contents, you will see Genesis, which is a book of the Bible. You will see Exodus, which is a book of the Bible. If you continue on, you will see books such as Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel. It has 66 different books in the whole Bible. There are 39 Old Testament books and 27 New Testament books. The Old Testament are basically writings or books that were written before Jesus was born. The New Testament are the writings after Jesus was born. We could go deeper into that, but really that's all you need to know at this point. So why don't we take a look at the first book in the Bible, which is Genesis. And one of the things that you will notice about Genesis is that there are some numbers in the text. If you look here, you might not be able to see that very well. Like right here, it says 11. All right, that is a chapter. Each one of these books have multiple chapters. Some have a lot of chapters, like Isaiah has 66 chapters. Some have fewer chapters, sometimes only 5 or 6, sometimes only 1 chapter. Now, if you look a little closer, as you read, say through chapter 11, you will see another number. It's a smaller number. It will say 3. So that is a verse reference. So the 2 things you need to, or actually 3 things you need to remember are the book, the chapter, and the verse. And when you put all of that together, you have a Bible reference. And so if you see something like Genesis 11, then a colon, and 3, it means the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 3. Mine says this: they said to each other, "Come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used bricks instead of stone and tar for mortar. So that's my Genesis chapter 11, verse 3. And so one of the first things you need to do is find out where the book of the Bible is. And so you can use the table of contents to do that. It will list all the books throughout the Bible. And then all you need to do is find the chapter and then the verse. Feel free to practice. You can put this video on pause. You can wait and come back later. You can start looking online and finding different verses, and you can look up John 3:16, which would be the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16, which is a wonderful verse. And John, just to let you know, is in the New Testament. My hope is when you understand a little bit about how the Bible is structured, you will feel much more confident in going to Bible studies, spending time in the sermon. You can actually check out to see if the pastor is saying the right things. You can check up on his references, on his verses. And my hope is that knowing the structure of the Bible will actually help you use the Bible more in your daily life. Well, I think that's it for this topic. The next topic we're going to look at is the Bible translations. There are a lot of them. Until then, may God bless you greatly.